One of the other tests that scientists rely upon in this area is the FTIS, or 4-transform infrared spectroscopy test. Now this test projects light through the substance yet again. A lot of light being shot through these essential oil solutions. It gives data similar to the gas chromatography mass spectrometry GCMS test. It works by projecting infrared light through the substance. This test can detect characteristics of the chemical or atomical bonds between the different atoms in the sample. It does this by measuring the patterns of infrared radiation that is absorbed in the sample by what passes through the sample. And with complex computer analysis, there's always a computer involved, this test can detect the types of and quality of molecules, and quantity, the type of molecules, the quantity of the molecules that are present in the sample. It can also detect their chirality, which is something the GCMS test cannot do. Now this test substantiates, that means it helps to prove and confirm what we learned from other tests, and it helps give a better picture of the quality of the essential oil as it actually is, because we really can't see things on a molecular level, and this is how we kind of get an idea. We don't have those complex like scannermetronics that they use in Star Wars or Star Trek or something. Okay, there's a few other tests. That's most of the tests I'm going to speak about. I just want to mention these last 3 tests that scientists can rely upon to detect impurities in the essential oils. Carbon-14 is a very interesting test, and it's used by scientists in many areas, especially like archaeologists. It's used to date the object. Used to put a date on the object, like when was this created, when was this made. And the theory is that different levels of carbon-14 an object has is an indicator of when the object was alive, when like the plant or whatever was breathing carbon from the atmosphere. Synthetically produced essential oils use a carbon from sources that are sometimes very old, like petrochemicals or something like that. And this test will illustrate that. It'll tell us, this essential oil was made before the land of time, and then we would know that, oh yeah, well, it is made in John's laboratory just across the street or whatever, something like that. Sample tests can be done to determine the sample contains metals or pesticides. So there's a test for heavy metals and pesticides to detect those in the essential oil. That lets us know, this has been contaminated by runoff. If it is, the sample is rejected if it's a good essential oil company. It also can be tested before and after bottling to see if it's safe for microbes. That's the TCP, or microbial test. The science behind the purity label on essential oils, so if they put 100% pure on it, they're not required to do any of these tests, just they found it lying around in some field to say it's pure. This label, it's the science behind it, and when your essential oil company is doing all these tests on it, it gives you great confidence in the essential oils that you use. I have great confidence in the essential oils that I use because I know it's been through all these tests, and it's the most pure essential oil produced in the form that nature intended it to be produced for. Now, the importance of testing is to ensure that your essential oils are safe, ensure that they are working like you want them to. There are more tests that can be performed that we didn't talk about today, but these are the main ones, and they'll give you a good idea of the rigor and quality an essential oil company should go through to ensure that the essential oils are produced in a pure form. So if they're just giving you one test, that's really not enough. To sum up, testing impurity, think about the reason why you're using essential oils. You want them to work for you. It's very important that your essential oils are pure because it helps make them safe to use. And in some cases, they'll work better as well. Purity is only halfway there though. If the essential oil is pure but not therapeutic, it's essentially useless because you're buying it for a therapeutic benefit. If it's pure, it's just not going to hurt you. but if it's not therapeutic, it's not going to help you. So next we're going to talk about the importance of sourcing and producing potent and therapeutic essential oils. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good day.